Good morning, my friends, and welcome to yoga. This morning we are going to be doing a nice, slow, gentle seated practice. So when you're ready, grab a warm beverage, maybe a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, get into something comfortable, and let's get started. So when you're ready, let's find a comfortable, easy seat. Today, I'm going to suggest that we have a prop, which is one blanket. You can also use a towel or a small pillow. We'll need this for a little bit of head and neck support later on. You can do the practice without it if you're someone who does not like to use props, but I would highly suggest it just in terms of comfort and keeping the neck nice and loose. So if you need to pause the video and go grab that, go ahead and do that now. And then jump right back in with us. So finding that nice tall spine, we're gonna relax the shoulders down, low abs are gently engaged. Place your hands wherever is most comfortable for you. Chin is gonna gently pull back and down, that way we keep it in line with the rest of the spine. On your next inhale, we're gonna draw our shoulders up to the ears. Exhale together and down the spine. We'll do two more. Inhale up. And exhale together and down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, your chin rises up to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, we rise. And exhale down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Once chin meets chest, we're going to inhale to roll that right ear up towards the right shoulder, finding a nice pause right here. And then on your next exhale, we'll draw back down through center. Inhale up into the left, taking a pause. And exhale center. One more each side. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale through center. Inhale left. And exhale center. Inhale, we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Once again, take those arms up and open for your first nice big reach here. Exhale, right arm is gonna come down. Stay up nice and tall with the chest. Reach the left arm up and over, gaze comes up. Even if you can comfortably come right down onto that elbow, try to stay up tall here. Give your spine, your neck a little time to warm up to your movements. It's okay to have days where we're just a little bit more gentle. Good, let's reach up through center with both arms, big inhale. Exhale, taking it over to the left. Find the reach through the right side body. Staying up tall here still, gentle twist open to the ceiling. Good, reaching back up through center, both arms. Exhale, taking a forward fold here. As we come down, I want you to press the chest closest to the mat. Try to not banana back here, reaching the head down, but elongate that spine, roll the shoulders down and away from the ears and hinge at the waist. It doesn't matter how deep you go here, just find something that feels good for you, starting to work, open those hips. Really gentle, maybe adding a nod, yes or no. Big inhales, long exhales, sinking down into this posture. If you're able to, maybe you give your head a little extra support using your hands. Treat yourself with just a little extra grace right now. Making and finding this time just for you to relax, stretch, and be open for no one else but yourself. Let's take one more breath right here. And then slowly we'll work our way out of that forward fold. We're gonna send both legs out nice and long just for a second. Point and flex the toes a few times. Give the neck a little wiggle. And then we're gonna tuck those feet back in, this time bringing the opposite foot on top or in front that you had last time. All of us have a favorite side, a side that's a little bit more open that we prefer to sit on, so it's good to switch that up and keep the hips nice and balanced. Let's inhale to find a big reach up to the sky. We're gonna interlace the fingers at the top, pointer fingers reaching up and open. Draw the biceps back in line with the ears and relax the shoulders down. So nice big reach up and forward through the chest. On your exhale, we're gonna dip off to the right. Try to keep that left hip on the ground as your gaze gently shifts up. Let's take it back up through center. And then take a big breath in. Exhale, taking it over to the left. Gaze comes up into the right. And I'm sorry here if you can hear the planes. I live really close to an Air Force base, and they do a lot of training flights here. Big loud jets. Good, let's take it back up through center. Separate those hands, big reach up. Exhale, the arms come down. Inhale, taking it back on up one more time. Exhale, fold it on forward. So same thing as our last forward fold. Take the shoulders down and away from the ears, pressing forward with the chest. Let the head relax. You may find that this side is a little bit tighter. My right hip is always just a little bit tighter than the left, so it takes a little more coercing, warming up, convincing to loosen here. So take your time. It's okay to take it slow. It's okay to be a little less flexible than you were yesterday. It will come back. Inhale, let's walk those fingertips back on up. And we're gonna take the left leg in front of us and the right leg back behind like so. So the left shin is as close to possible with the front of your mat or whatever you are seated on. Just try to have it going across your hips. Your right leg is gonna go back at a 90-degree angle to the best of your ability. Try to keep both of your glutes on the mat as much as you can. If there's a little space under the right glute, that's okay. We're working on bringing that hip bone down. So we're gonna start walking those hands on either side of the knee and the foot. Inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, we're gonna start to walk those hands on down, getting into the hips. We won't be here for a super long time, but this is a great way to do a modified pigeon if your legs are feeling a little cranky one day and you don't want to go into a full posture. I love this stretch in the morning and in the evening before bed, just to loosen everything up. Our bodies work to fix all of the damage that we do all day, overnight, while we sleep. So it's a good time to get in there and create a little extra room. Let's inhale to walk those fingertips back on up, and then we're gonna walk over towards the left. So just finding a gentle spinal twist. You can stay up nice and tall here for a second. And then if it feels good, go ahead and walk down onto those forearms. Maybe if your coffee's here, indulge in a little sip. Still actively trying to keep that hip bone down. So mine peels up a little bit, so I like to actively send that glute back as much as I can here without hurting my spine. So if you feel any pressure through the spine, anything that doesn't feel right through the hip, let it release. That's okay. Things work and change over time, and every body is different. So sometimes some things I might talk about here, your body might not like, and that's okay. Find what feels right for you. On your next inhale, let's walk up onto those straight arms, and we're gonna switch out our legs. So take that transition nice and slow. We're not here to rush anything today. This is a great rest day yoga. Just something that gets your body moving a little bit, gets you feeling good, but is gentle. So let's bring those hands on either side of the foot and the knee. Our shin bone is close to parallel to the front as we can. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, actively pressing the left hip bone down. Exhale, we're gonna start to walk it on forward. Maybe you come down onto those forearms. This is not a requirement. Do what feels good for you. And remember that one side is probably going to be a little bit tighter, so lean into it. Slowly chipping away to make our flexibility even on both sides as much as we can. We'll be here for just another couple breaths, so stay in it. If your mind is starting to wander, just check back into your practice. It's a great time to work on stilling the mind, being able to let some things go. Inhale, we'll walk back up onto those fingertips, and we're gonna take the hands over to the right. Nice slow twist. Stay up tall for a second. And then if it feels good, go ahead and walk down onto those forearms. Don't force anything here. Just breathe into it. Relax the back of your neck if you feel yourself holding up or down. Let's take one more breath where we're at. And then we'll inhale to slowly walk up and out. Bring both feet in front of you. Hands back by the hips. And let's take a little windshield wiper back and forth. Just release those hips gently. And then we're gonna grab for our prop of choice. So I'm gonna use a yoga blanket, and I'm going to fold it not into a full roll, but just fold it up like so. So it is a little bit more long than it is wide. And I'm gonna place it on my mat like so. So a nice vertical alignment. It's gonna go behind my neck and down my spine. So the goal here is to gently roll back both feet on the mat and bring the top of the head back onto the mat as much as you can, tucking the shoulder blades underneath you. You can relax the hands wherever feels good. If it feels better to tuck the elbows in and create a little extra room and space through the belly and the chest, you can go there. Or you can just tilt that chin up and back and relax the arms at the sides. Take some nice deep breaths here while we have our throat and our chest open. A nice assisted fish pose. One more breath. And then inhale, tuck the chin up and into the chest. You can use the elbows to press your way up. You can also take the knees to one side and roll up that way. I'm gonna use my prop here as a little pillow today as we work our way back on down onto our spines. Take the arms out by the sides, soles of the feet on the mat for a second here as we once again windshield wiper those knees, but nice and slow. And then as you're ready, if there's any other little adjustments you would like to make, feel free to pause the video and take that time now. And then we're gonna bring both of our legs out long, take the palms up by our sides, and I'll lead you through a little active tension release exercise. So get yourself comfortable, take up some extra space. And when you're ready, take a nice big exhale. Inhale, rise the right foot about 2 inches up off the mat, flex your foot. Squeeze and tense all of the muscles in that leg as hard as you can. Point your toes and exhale, release. Inhale, we'll rise the left foot, flex your foot. Squeeze and tense all of those muscles as hard as you can. Point your toes and exhale, release. Inhale, engage your glutes, squeeze them tight. And exhale, release. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Swell your belly out like a balloon, pressing against the abdominal wall. And exhale, release. Inhale, rise your right hand about 2 inches, make a fist. Squeeze and tense all of the muscles in that arm as hard as you can. Spread your fingers wide. And exhale, release. Inhale, we'll rise the left hand, make a fist. Squeeze and tense all of those muscles. Spread your fingers wide. And exhale, release. Inhale, make a sour face. Draw all of the muscles of your face up and in towards your nose. Squeeze everything as tightly as you can. And exhale, release. Inhale, take a big breath in, the biggest breath you've taken so far today. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Inhale even deeper. And sigh it out. last one, inhale. And sigh it out. Now allow your body to be absolutely still. Bring your attention up to the point between your eyebrows, your Ajna chakra, or your third eye. And focusing here as deeply as you can, we will spend the next few moments in silent meditation. Begin to bring your attention back to your breath. Take a big breath in and gently out. Only when you are ready to do so, begin to find a little wiggle in the fingers and the toes. Making any gentle adjustments that feel right for you to reorient to the room around you. And in your own time, rolling off to your right side. And taking a couple of breaths there. And then gently and slowly pressing your way up to any comfortable, easy seat so we can end our practice together. Sitting up nice and tall one last time, we draw our hands together at heart center. I thank you all for joining me today. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Namaste.